Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded. Been about almost 10 months, 11 months. I kind of had no interest after YouTube changed the rules for the monetization. They basically changed to 1,000 subscribers and like 10,000 minutes of watch time. So that basically kind of made it harder for the smaller channels to grow. But I'm gonna give it a shot again. So basically in the past few months, there's been nothing done to the car except this past weekend. I was able to get a set of seats from my buddy who has a WS6 Trans Am. He let me borrow them to give it a more stuffed look inside. So that's them right there. I like how it looks with the black seats compared to the white leather that was in here. And those seats are going to be for sale if anybody's interested. If you want to see more pictures of them, I'll post them up on my Instagram. Just look in the description for the name of the page. Got to vacuum it out, of course, and I will not be putting a back seat back in here. I'm trying to find a rear seat delete. That looks more better. So weight savings. So that's pretty much it. Nothing else done to the inside. Replace the head unit. The other one wasn't Bluetooth, so I had to have a cable hooked up every time I want to play Spotify or music or whatever. So that's pretty much as far as that goes. But as far as under the hood, the only mod that I've done recently is a trans cooler for the 4060E. Recently when I got it tuned, the guy told me that it was running at 200 degrees, so just be careful, don't haul ass continuously because it'll heat up. So my buddy who gave me the seats also recommended a Mishimoto trans cooler with a electric fan. So you can see it right there. So I know you're gonna say there's better ways to mount it than what I did, but this is just temporary for the track next weekend in Houston. So I figured this was the easiest way with the fan right there. And there's still airflow in between the trans cooler and the radiator itself. So I don't want to mount it under the car because if a rock comes up and hits it, it can break a fan blade or break the whole fan itself, and then I'd be screwed. So I figured that's the best place to put it. But this is just temporary because my next mod in the future is going to be a stand-up radiator. So I got to trim all this and then find another spot for this after that. So that's my next mod probably in the future, probably after the new year, after Christmas and the holidays. And then of course I want to get this carbon fiber intake, then to get a 90-degree elbow to go straight down. I got to trim all that out, move all the relays and harnesses out of the way. So the fans are hooked up to the fuel pump. That way, as long as the fuel pump is running, the fans are running. So I thought that was the best way to do it. And that's basically it for this. I do want to get a new one of these and then paint it black but keep the silver letters, but then trim all this out. That way when the hood is closed, you'll see basically a little bit of cover, the back of the cover itself. That way it's not like this, all trimmed out from the previous shop that built it. That way it's not all trimmed out for the fuel rail when you're hardly ever gonna need to check your fuel pressure unless you're having problems, but then all you gotta do is take the cover off. So that's basically pointless in my mind. And then this will be all trimmed out, that way you'll see the whole thing supercharged and it'll be black. So then of course I think my last video I put that I got this installed, which helps a lot. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the motor. I did start to paint the calipers. Some little just simple mods. You can see right there, it looks better than having a corroded and rusty rotor compared to this one over here. You can see how that looks right there. So another thing I gotta do for the track is replace this wheel stud. It was stripped out. So, and if anybody watching this video is from Houston, like I said, I'll be at the track not this coming weekend, but next weekend. It's the Cletus and Cars from Cletus McFarland. So it'll be my first time at the track, hoping for a 10-second pass. Not sure how the car's gonna launch. I still got the stock rear end with upgraded axles supposedly from the previous owner. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully the tires hook, because the tires are the Nitto. Where's that Nitto NT555R, and these are 315/35, so it's a pretty pretty good sized tire. And I probably also will be dropping the rear exhaust just to go straight pipe. So I know it's gonna be pretty damn loud. So that's that. And that is pretty much it. I'll give you a view of the other side of the seat that's in the car. Like I said, I like how it looks better, just all black compared to white. So there's all the crap I got out of the way. So there's that. I do want to buy a new steering wheel, NRG, to get rid of this one to look more, I guess, race car-ish. So that's the rear seat gone. Got the amp in the back. And then another mod I did was, I don't know if you can it'll focus on here. Well, it's hard to tell, but this is the trans temperature gauge. Before was the oil temp. So I didn't really see a point in having that, but this one is more important to get. So I got this off of Amazon, the same company, the Glow Shift. There's the air fuel ratio, this is the boost, and this is the trans temp. So what helped with this, it was the same connection in the back. There was just 5 wires, 4 or 5 or 6 wires, one of those. So instead of running all new wiring, because the other one's already hooked up, all I had to do was hook up to the wiring that was going to the oil temp sensor. So the good thing is that sensor was maybe like not even 12 inches away from where I had to plug in for the trans temp sensor. So that made it a whole lot easier. I just changed 2 wires and that was it. Plugged it back in. But yeah, that is pretty much it. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. If I don't respond right away, it's just because I forgot to, and I'll get back to it as soon as I can. So yeah, like I said, I'm trying to upload more videos that I can get this channel going. My wife has a 2016 Charger Scat Pack. I want to start doing stuff with that and making videos on that. So if you have any other questions on that, and for those that are interested in the truck, I still have the truck with a 2-wheel drive, 4.5-inch lift on 35s with a 20x10 moto metal wheels. Any questions on that? I did today get the trailer hitch for it, so that way we can tow this to the track. From eTrailer.com, paid about $170, so it's not too bad. They say it's one of the best ones you can get. I think the brand was Kurt. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, get this channel going again. I want to start uploading more. Maybe have me and the wife take a trip down to Mexico and see how bad I can beat her. So we've done it before, but never on video, so that should be fun. So yeah guys, thanks a lot, have a good day.